Hello, and thank you for stopping by. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. If you are not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when new videos arrive. 1984. Why is that important to me? And it's not really that important to you unless something really special happened for you at that time, if you were even born back then. I had just turned 18, and I had a chance after high school to go to ITT Tech, technical college. I could go for free, but I didn't understand the opportunity that was before me. And the reason I'm saying that is because in 1984, computers were not like they are now. Basically, they had the big IBM computers for businesses and things like that, but they didn't have them for the house like they do now. Now, if I could look into the future and I could have seen that computers were going to be the size of a cell phone or a 10-inch tablet, if I would have realized that this 10-inch tablet was going to have a computer in it, then yeah, I might have went to ITT Tech and got a degree in computing. But even then, it's not like it is now. So I passed on it for two reasons. One, I didn't understand computers. I didn't think they would be a viable choice for consumers for their house. Now, pretty much every household has one. The kids play video games on them and things like that. But for me, I didn't see any potential for my future. I was young and stupid and, into rock and roll music and girls and, I was an artist and I was drawing and, and all that sort of stuff. So I wanted to be a huge illustrator for magazines, and I wanted to be famous in the art field because I was good at it. I was. I wasn't great at it. When I say good, I mean I had people that liked my work, but I saw a lot of other artists out there that were way better than me that I thought was much better. But people seem to like my style, and even today, people tell me that they like my work. But back to ITT Tech, I could have went to school there, and I chose not to. I passed on it. Other people that I knew that were in my school, they decided to go on to ITT Tech. And then after that, they went on to own their own businesses and things of that nature. So for them, it worked out great. For me, I bummed along and bummed along and bummed along and didn't do nothing. But I don't have the patience for school. I can't sit in a class with a book and learn. I have to do a hands-on thing. Like somebody puts a project in front of me and I have to try to figure out how to fix it or do it. And once I do that, then if I need a little help, I say, hey, so what's up with this? Or, hey, how did they do that? Then I'm good for that. But with computers, you got to constantly be learning if you want to stay on top of your field and keep your job. Because computing is evolving. Cobalt, C++, HTTP, all this different stuff. Embedded images, which all that stuff is probably fair. It's probably kids play compared to what you know how to do. There's going to be people that may watch this video that'll say, oh, that's nothing. That's just junk. And yeah, well, I'm not a computer person, so I can do a few things. I can operate a few things. I can figure out a few things with YouTube and, videos and things. But for the most part, I never did get into that. Now, if I had went into ITT Tech and graduated after 4 years and got into computing, as the computers evolved, if I wanted to stay current in my job, I would have to keep going to school. And then I'd probably had to move out to Silicon Valley or, wherever I was going to move out to, because at that time I was in Kansas City, Missouri. But I've done a lot of things in my life, and I've made a lot of decisions that, looking back on it, seemed great at the moment, but in the long term, no, not so much. I remember when the search engine Yahoo first came up. I had a chance to get in on that, and I had a chance to buy stock. And I could have got the stock really cheap too because it was brand new. And I turned it down because Yahoo seemed stupid. I didn't understand what it was. And so I passed on that. Then I had a chance to get on stock with Google. And I decided against that because I thought that was kind of stupid and I didn't understand it. And now when anybody offers me something, even if it's something I don't understand or something I don't think is relevant, I'll look into it really, really good, and then I'll make a decision on whether to put stock in it or not. But yeah, I mean, I probably could have ended up working for Microsoft as years went by, getting on the ground level at Microsoft in the early 90s when I was living in Seattle, when I first moved to Seattle and got there. And Microsoft was just really starting to come onto its own. With the computers and stuff. They had the IBM computers. They had basic graphics, which were the 2D computing games and things on the floppy disks that were really the old school floppy disk that looked like the square with the big donut hole in the middle. But yeah, so I never got in on that, and now I'm doing YouTube videos and talking about my past and hoping that it's something that's important to somebody or somebody finds entertaining. So just as a reminder, if you have an opportunity to do something, if an opportunity presents itself to better your life and you have a chance to get in on it, you have the open space in your life to get in on it, please do. Because you never know what life will bring to you. Opportunities only come around once in a while for some people. Other times, opportunities knock every single day for some people. But for those of us that don't get very many opportunities, and it comes knocking on your door, answer that door. Welcome that opportunity in with open arms. Get to know that opportunity. And then when that opportunity says, come aboard, I'm going to take you places, hop on board. Yep, kids today, they're offered a lot more than they were when I was a kid. But then you still have some areas where the opportunities come very slow. Rural neighborhoods, impoverished neighborhoods. There's a lot of neighborhoods in the South that are still being held back. It's like the cake with the fancy frosting as opposed to the chocolate cake with no frosting. Now, for me, a lot of people would say, oh, I want that sweet frosting, that cake with the sweet frosting on it. If I could not afford that cake with the sweet frosting, I would take the chocolate cake and I would get some butter and put it on that chocolate cake. That's what I would do. But there's a lot of people in areas that can't afford to go to school. They can't afford to go to college. They know only what's in their area. They grow up in a certain thing, a certain style of life, and that's all they know. You know, if say their neighborhood was gang riddled, chances are they're going to be in a gang because they can't help it. I mean, yeah, we all have choices, but sometimes we are not allowed to make choices. Sometimes choices are made for us. And I know there's people out there that can't fathom that, but it's true. So if you have the choice to decide what you want to do for yourself, and an opportunity presents itself that could possibly better you, please take that opportunity and run with it as far as you can. If you have an idea for a video that you want to put into this, put it into the comments below. If you like this video, please let me know in the comments, and also subscribe down here. Yeah, right down here. Because I can't do it by myself, and I value all my subscribers. What little I do have, you are valued. I'd rather have a few solid subscribers than millions that just hop on for the ride. I'm going to let you go on that note. Remember, make tomorrow better than yesterday by doing the very best we can today. Have a good day, America, and all points beyond.